I'm 6 days in with the Nokia Lumia 920 and with Windows Phone 8, and I have had a weekend to play with it, and I was on a work trip, a quick day trip in Los Angeles for meetings on Friday, so I've gotten some experience as to how it performs on the road as well. I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and on day 6, I'm settling in with Windows Phone 8. Here is what I've found so far. I'm on day 6 of my 30-day challenge with the Nokia Lumia 920, and for me, in a lot of ways, between the Nokia itself and Windows Phone 8, it's a lot of settling in because I've gotten used to Android and gotten used to iOS over the years, but comparatively speaking, Windows Phone 8 is still very much a new animal on the smartphone block. They've regained an impressive market share, comparatively speaking, from where they were a couple of years ago, but still a little bit different than what we're used to from Android and iOS. So for me, it's about two things. One, it's about the software and the differences there versus Android and iOS, and two, it's about the build quality of the device itself, of the Lumia 920, the colors, the way it looks. So it's kind of a two-part update to the challenge for you here. So mostly it's all about settling in. I'll start with the build quality. I took this thing on Friday. I had meetings in Los Angeles for work. So I took this thing on Friday with me to LA, was pretty pleased with the overall performance from a build quality standpoint. I love the red, so I'll just call that or point that out right now. Love the red color. It is a fingerprint magnet, as is every one of the Nokia devices that are glossy like this. They do have some that aren't glossy, and I can't recall which colors are, and I want to say it's black and maybe blue, or at least the blue 900 was not glossy. Maybe the 920 was. But for all their glossy 920s, you're going to get some fingerprints on this device, and it's going to show. So if that bothers you, either get a case or look into a different Windows Phone 8 device or other device entirely. It is a chunky device. That's something I've noticed. It is a very thick device. You feel it all around when you have this thing in your hand, and it's up against your ear. It fits well in the hand thanks to the curved nature on the back, but overall very much a chunky device to hold in the hand. Now, we're loading up Windows Phone 8 here. A couple of things I've noticed just in the overall software and performance of this device. It's very fluid all around, little to no lag, and of course I've installed enough applications to reach that magic number where the letters are coming up now, and I can just easily click, for example, for N and go to all my N applications, Netflix and Nokia Music in this case. So pretty used to that. You know, of course I review Windows Phone 8 devices for a living, so I'm used to Windows Phone 8, the ins and outs, the strategies, the PR pitches. I know what Windows Phone 8 is geared towards, etc., and the Lumia products as well. Couple of real life things though for me. I had some battery issues on day 1 with this device. Actually, right after I shot the day 1 kind of introduction video, I had some really serious battery issues, and I'm looking away at my desk here to see the numbers, so forgive me. Let me see, I wrote it down for you. I was at 69% at 450, I was at 61% at 459, I was at 47% at 504, 45% at 510, and 42% at 519. So something was draining it and draining it quickly, and also it was getting really hot right up here just above the camera. Turn the phone off and back on, and whatever application was causing that or issue was causing that, it went away and it was fine. This phone suffers from something that is not Nokia's fault at all, and this is something I'm really struggling with in this Windows Phone 8 challenge, and that is the ecosystem. This phone, at least for me, after a couple of days, I've gotten really bored with this phone, to be quite frank with you. I mean, you can change the colors, but you don't have any wallpaper options. You can change the live tiles, and that's all great, and those are benefits over Windows Phone 7 by any stretch of the imagination, but really beyond that, you're kind of restricted as to what customization you can do. And don't get me wrong, it has gotten far better since Windows Phone 7, so definitely an improvement all around. You can change the accent colors and all that stuff, and there are more accent colors to choose from. That said, still, even in comparison to iOS, two things. The customization isn't as strong, and two, the ecosystem isn't there. So for example, I mean, there's a huge iOS ecosystem. Say what you will, whether you love or hate the iPhone, but there's a huge app ecosystem there and developer ecosystem that isn't quite there just yet with Windows Phone 8. And of course, there's a great app ecosystem with Android as well, and Android has a wealth of customization options, and actually in a lot of ways, probably too many customization options for the mainstream consumer. But you got this device, very simple, very easy to use. A lot of people are going to like it just for that. What I'm struggling with, again, just the customization. The fact that, you know, I'm really at day 6 and I've changed almost everything I can change on this device, and I'm kind of settling in for the 30-day challenge. So that's really where I'm struggling with this device, is finding good customization options, finding ways to make it my own, and a bunch of the little things you always know from my Windows Phone 8 videos. Things like the LTE indicator won't stay up there, the battery indicator won't stay up, and actually just with Windows Phone 8 we finally got a battery percentage indicator, and I had to install 2 actually. I've got one battery one. This one would not update for me automatically. The on battery one, I'm assuming is what it's called, would not update for me. So I downloaded a secondary one from the store, this battery one, and it works just fine all around. So it stays pretty accurate to what the battery life actually is. So otherwise, call quality's been pretty good. Weird issue with battery life, but I did not have that when I was in meetings in LA or over the weekend when I was using the device as well. Pretty decent camera. We'll talk more about that in a dedicated update to the challenge. Pretty impressed there. LTE is pretty fast, and I like the red a lot. But still, this thing has got a long way to go to get up to that, comparatively speaking at least, up to that iOS and Android level of customization. And even though iOS is still kind of stale or perhaps long in the tooth, or you don't get as much customization as Android, there's still more. There's the ability to choose the background. And little things like this drive me nuts. I'll show you right here before we sign out. Go to Store. Just little things. And actually iOS suffered from these way back when too, so this is not anything new to the smartphone space by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll go to download an application just really quickly here. For example, we'll download SkyDrive, just using it as an example. Allow, and we're going to install it, and it backs me out of the store every single time I install an app. Now I can always hit the back button and go right back, but still that is just so annoying. It should just do like this and install from the store itself, and I'm sure in some future update they will do that. That's kind of annoying. And also the quality of applications, terrible in comparison to iOS and Android. We knew this, but just little things like my American Airlines app, way behind. Obviously it still has the old American logo even, and you can see here it just looks bad in comparison to iOS and Android. Those kind of things are going to push mainstream consumers away if they don't fix that, and fix it very soon. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com. For the person that asked me how I like the color, love it. Red's my favorite smartphone color at least. And green's actually my favorite color, but red's my favorite smartphone color, and I'm excited to use this device on a regular basis for 30 days. Let me know what you want to see in this challenge. PhoneDog_Aaron on Twitter, Facebook, Facebook.com/HiAaronBaker. If there's a specific request you have, I'll do my best to get to it in a future update video. And of course on Google Plus as well, gplus.to/PhoneDog. Keep it locked right here for more on this challenge as we go through 30 days, not just with Windows Phone 8, but with the Lumia 920. I'll see you next time.